Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 5, 2019. Had to look and see. And it's 45 degrees. Rainy in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, going to 47, big deal. And we're headed down to 16 by Friday, Saturday. Back down to 16. So we're 45 degrees. For a while, it was a beautiful 60 degrees yesterday. And we're headed back to some cold temperatures. So the title today is How, What, and? You'll have to hang on to see. So how will you feel when you start to get a little bit mobile? I call it walk, but when you get a little bit more mobile, when we're overweight and when we stop our routine for a while and then we get back to it, we have some strange things happen. One thing is we feel fatter. That's the interesting one. We feel fatter because our clothes feel tighter because they are. Because our muscles expand, various other reasons, but I'm sure that's the one reason. I always have to be careful. The medical community will criticize my medical advice. Your muscles expand when you start to work out, when you start to walk, and so your clothes feel tighter and you feel fatter. That's how you will feel. And you'll feel a few aches and pains, of course, because you're using muscles you haven't used before, no matter what you do. If you just simply start playing darts as a little bit of an aerobic exercise, walking back and forth to the dart bar and dartboard, you will feel a few aches and pains. You'll get cramps in your back just from throwing darts. Yeah, you'll get a little muscle spasm, whatever. So you're going to have things that you can easily complain about and say, I don't like this feeling. I'm not going to do this anymore. That's how you're going to feel. You're also going to feel good after about 3 days. So it takes about 3 days to get back to feeling like you're really accomplishing something and feel good. And then you're going to see the scale go down in a day or 2 or 3, and you'll weigh a little bit less, and then you're going to get really excited and you're going to really want to do more. And so what to expect on days 1, 2, and 3, and why is the other one? Why are words so powerful? The best time to get mobile, the best time to exercise, the best time to work out, the best time to walk, the best time to have sex, the answer is the same. Any time is the best time. It's better than any time not doing those things, right? But the power in those words, so you see how I changed one word at the end of the sentence. That's my example today. I use the word walk, weigh yourself every day. That means get more mobile, do other things, do things around the house. Don't necessarily go to a gym. I don't like gyms. I don't promote gyms. I don't condone gyms. I condemn gyms. I go to the gym right now only to go use the treadmill, as I said on many videos. I can get in and get out in 15 minutes. I just do the hill setting, do it 15 minutes, gets the body going, keeps the metabolism up, and I don't have to walk outside in this crappy weather right now. Or after dark. So, it's best to walk outside, and depends on where you are. It's not as easy to walk outside in some areas. It's not as safe. So join the Planet Fitness. It's pretty cool because they have pizza. And then you get to say to yourself, I don't want a piece of pizza, but I want to stay on making good choices, right? Nothing wrong with pizza. Eat the topping, throw the crust away. Eat the topping, throw the bread away. No problem. By the way, my Atkins book should be arriving today, I just remembered. And my other Trump hat should be arriving today. I have 2 coming, 1 spoken for, and I have 1 more. So if you'd like a Trump hat, give me a comment below and I will get you one. Trump 2020, keep America great. So the power of words. We can use the word workout, we can use the word gym, we can use the word Don't ever use the 4-letter D word. Never use the 4-letter D word. You're not on one of those diets. You're not on a diet. You are changing your lifestyle. And so the lifestyle is www minus or reduce SSC. Walk, water, weigh yourself every day. Reduce sodium, salt, sugars, sodium, sugars, and other carbohydrates. I'm not awake. You know I'm not awake. I really don't want to do this, but I'm doing it. Just like getting mobile. So when I was really, really fat, trying to make this more exciting. When I was really, really fat, I didn't want to do anything. I mean, I have a lot of people that are witnesses to this, whether it's my daughter or my sister. I went down to Florida when I was really, really fat, stayed with my sister and brother-in-law. I forget what the reason was, but I did, and probably because they hadn't done it for a long time. So I stayed with them for a while. Few days, and they had a blow-up mattress that I slept on and rolled around on, and couldn't get in and out of too easily because I was so fat. You know, it's like sleeping in a beanbag chair, a giant beanbag. So when you're really, really fat, nothing is fun. Nothing is fun. Your clothes don't fit. Your clothes wear out between your legs. They rip down the leg. I told that story the other day. I'll tell it again someday, not today. Just nothing is fun. Nothing is fun when you are fat. You sleep in. You get sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea, but it doesn't bother me so much anymore. Once in a while, when the weather gets really crazy and my sinuses get full and whatever, then I have a hard time. But I don't use the machine anymore. Once I lost the weight, my hearing got better, my vision got better, my sleep apnea disappeared, the edema is basically gone. I don't really have it anymore. As long as I stay on walk, water, weigh yourself every day. Drink the water, flush the system, keep the fluids from accumulating, walk, get mobile, flush the fluids out of your system by getting mobile and walking and giving activity. Put the clicker for the TV away, throw the thing away, throw the TV away, stop watching TV. You're watching people earn a living, and while you let your body atrophy and disintegrate. So there's plenty of time for that after we are deceased, for our body to disintegrate. Just making it up on the fly. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I really don't have a plan other than how will you feel the first few days when you get active. And when I say active, when you're really, really fat like I was, we're talking about just doing some basic things and then doing some basic things a little bit more each day. And the key to this, really, the key is your atmosphere, your environment. Who are you around? Are you around people that are supporting you, or are you around people that are dragging you down? What are you, how are you, what is really the root of this issue? The issue is you want to do something. The issue is it takes 21 days to change a habit. The issue is if you have someone around you dragging you down and not really encouraging you, they are, but they aren't, you don't have the desire to keep doing it long enough to form the new habit of SSC. You've got to be around your atmosphere, and this goes around to my isolate and insulate. How to isolate and insulate. That's really what this was going to be about this morning. Your environment determines so much. Your environment determines if you will form the new habits. You determine that, but your environment makes a huge difference in your determination level in order to achieve the new habits and break the old habits in 21 days. It may take longer. That's why it may take longer. So, how to isolate and insulate. Isolate. isolate. You've got to stay so focused. You have to isolate your thoughts. You have to isolate yourself from interruptions. You have to isolate yourself from words that people say, phrases that people say, random phone calls. I was with a new client. Turns out to be a new client because we signed the agreement the same day. But when I sat down the other day, the phone rings, right? And he's a business, and he gets off the phone. He says, "I just can't stand these," and he's a really nice guy, very positive guy. "I really can't stand these sales calls." I said, "Yeah, I know. I was doing a video the other day, and all of a sudden I get a telephone call, same one that he got, actually. May I speak to someone, the person in charge of the Ohio Edison bill?" Well, the phone that rang the other day when I did the video has nothing to do. It's not even tied to this property. Well, it might be, but it's not tied to the electric bill. So, and there was nothing. They're not calling about the electric bill. They're calling to sell you something, and it just takes up a lot of time. When you're a business owner, it takes up a lot of your time, and it gets you distracted from what you're doing. We're just sitting there trying to have a nice conversation about business and moving forward and remodeling and redesigning and things like that. Nice positive conversation. It wouldn't, he could have been sitting with an employee. He could have been sitting with, someone that wants to buy something big from him or something also. So it gets annoying. So this is the isolate and insulate. So the insulate means you build barriers to protect what you're trying to do. You build barriers, There are many examples. The other day I talked about, what's the guy's name on TV? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, and how to kill a big dream is to tell it to a small-minded person. So this is part of the isolate and insulate. Keep it to yourself. Don't involve other people unless you really know them and really trust them and they're really your cheerleader and really your support system. Otherwise, self-defeating. So I'll probably do a second video now that I'm awake and cover these topics a little bit better. Have a great day.